All right, everybody. If you're coming in to look at this video, even though there's nobody here yet, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through what is going on. Okay, so I need to turn some light on here. Okay, the light is going to be like it is because I don't think. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'll turn it around here on me right now. Is anybody here yet? Anybody here yet? Anybody? All right. So right now the time is 9:50 p.m. It is July 4th, 2026. 9:50 p.m. I'm here sitting in my living room right now. Been watching YouTube reruns and stuff like that. President speech and other stuff. And I have a cabinet here, right there. 2 nights ago, I glued up a patch piece to put down inside of the bottom drawer there. You can see where there's a couple bleach bottles there. There's a big gallon jug of vinegar there that I just need something to weigh down the patch piece that I put in there. What happened? This dresser was in my bedroom. I just moved everything in this room here, moved the bedroom over here so I could utilize the air conditioner there, which is a 220 unit. And right outside that window, on the other side of this wall, there's actually the panel that feeds the house. The power panel is right up there. So I have a plug here, 220 plug, that goes from out there, and a long wire that goes here, so I can have it plugged in the house. I got some gap in between this side of the air conditioner over here. And so I didn't have an air conditioner plug in the other room that I was in, so I brought the room to the air conditioner. And hello, I see one person here. We're 5 people here, okay. How y'all enjoying the 4th of July tonight, huh? I hear some fireworks out here popping off right now. There's 9 of you here. Tell me where you're at. Are you guys in Abilene or Sweetwater or something like that? All right, let me see if I can go out here and I'll show you the fireworks going off out here. Bear with me here. I know I hear them popping off out here. We'll see. You're hanging there with me. 19 of you here now. You guys, if you don't mind, tell me where you're from. And as soon as there you go. This is the neighborhood where I'm at. I'm in the country here, guys. So we got somebody over here shooting them off too. Over there. There you go. I don't even have to buy any fireworks. I get to enjoy my neighbor's fire. Oh, that's nice over here. I like theirs. These are really cool. That one's pretty cool there too. All right. They'll probably have more over here than my other neighbor here. Here we go. You guys anywhere where you can see fireworks anywhere? You're at work, drilling. Oh, Drilling Incorporated. You're at work, huh? Cool. Sorry, I wish you could be off work here and everything. Kale. Okay. Welcome. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Good. I think I got 10 people on here right now. I could have went to town to Santa Ana, Texas, and I'm sure they had a big bash over there tonight to do fireworks. But last night I actually got the chance to watch fireworks in Coleman, Texas. They had a big bash over there last night. And I hear somebody else shooting some off too somewhere. I'm sure they got more fireworks out here. Just gotta They got to get them and prepare them. Anyways, I am going to turn around here a little bit. I think I got 2 likes. You guys, while you're in here, would you mind hitting that subscription button there, subscribe to my channel? I have a lot of work out here on my property that I'm going to be doing. My name's Justin, by the way, and I have a lot of work I'm going to be doing out here on my property, trying to clean this whole quarter of a block up and get where I have more grass than I have junk in my yard, and get rid of all the junk, and just got a lot of work. I'm the only one doing the work, and it's a big mess out here, and I want to be able to get it all done, and I'm going to use my work talent to put some content on my channel with working in my yard. I thought it would be pretty cool. So y'all are welcome to hit that like button and join anytime you get a notification that the channel's putting out a video. Come and go as you please. I'm a one-man band. I'm an ex-Army guy. Just trying to build some excitement out here, you know? It's all nice, starry sky out here, too. There's not a cloud in the sky. Well, I think, take that back. There are clouds to the west of me over here. But otherwise, you got stars to the straight up and to the east and north. Okay, we got 1 person in here right now. Thank you guys for being in here. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to see if as soon as I go back in the house, I guarantee you they'll have more fireworks. Let me see if I can turn this around so you can see me. Nope. Can't see me that way. Let me see if I can turn the... Nope. There you go. Turn the light on here. I'm in my front yard. It's a truck right there. There we go. There you go. They're shooting them off over there again. You turn the light off. Turn the light off. The bugs are coming to my cell phone. They just shot 1 more firework off, and it must be a dud, I guess. $250 years, man. 250 years. America's been standing. Oh, I see some more fireworks over this way. There must be a called Gorees. They used to have a big bash out here in Valera. They had a lot going on in 4th of July about 10, 15 years ago. Oh, here we go. That was just 1. I missed it. Well. I don't buy. I'm a fan to buy them, but man, when you got expensive stuff in the world today, I don't see how people afford to buy all them fireworks. They got to be expensive right now. I don't know. I hear a lot more going off way out in the future, out in the distance somewhere. Oh well. Well, let me turn the light back on. I got 2 of you in here. The 2 of you in here right now, if you want to hit that subscription button, I'd really appreciate it. Hit the like button if you like seeing dark. No, I'm just joking. I'm out here, standing out here in my front yard, trying to get some 4th of July fireworks. They were shooting them off across the street here, and my neighbor over across the road over here. So I don't see them shooting them off anymore. As soon as they go in the house, you know how that is. Go in the house, you'll hear them shooting a bunch of them off. But It's been a while since I bought. Been a while since I bought fireworks, but this property I have, I've had it for about 4 years. My house is like in early 1900s. They built it. It's literally got walls that are that thick. It's called a box house. So I'm in the process of when I bought the property 4 years ago. This place was a wreck out in the yard, a wreck in the house, and there's just all kind of stuff out here. Then when I started doing stuff out here in the yard before I moved in it, I had the place for about a year. I was living with a friend across the highway, and um, started ways just so I could come. I just decided to come over here and work on my house and live here. So it's been a tough way to go, but my electric bill's cheap. My water's cheap. Well, I don't have running water yet. It's cheap, but I am blessed because I have county water that I need to replace all the water pipes. Okay, because it's all galvanized. It's probably over 50 years old. Then I have a deep well in the backyard. I need to put a new pump in. It's spring water. And the thing is, I haven't had the money in the last 4 years to put new pipe in anything and replumb it to the house. So I have lots of projects out here planned to do live feed videos and me out here working. And you can believe it, I want to make the channel exciting. I've got some ways that I want to add a little bit of something to it. People are going to talk and stuff, whatever they want, but I don't care. I want to get people here to the channel, and I'm willing to do good, clean fun, to have people come here and say, yeah, I'll join in, whatever. So nothing bad, nothing out of place, but it's just, I got some good things planned and just kind of get people talking anyways. And that's the whole idea behind it, so to bring more people to the channel. But I'm going to do work. I'm going to be working and putting my labor into the work I'm out here doing and get the work done finally and get this property cleaned up finally and move on to other things. I've got a building to clean out here, a workshop, empty it completely, redo the inside of it, paint it, scrape paint, sweep them off the floor, and put windows in it, and paint the inside of it, put me some shelving in there, and put all my tools and hardware and all that stuff in it, and organize that, and get everything out of the house, out of the yard. Yeah, I just got a lot of plans like that, so it should be pretty exciting. And you can come and go as you please. You just come and watch the camera while I'm off working a distance away. I'll have the camera pointed in that general vicinity, and I'll be talking on the microphone. And every once in a while, I take a break. I'll come over and look at the camera and see if I can read the chat and try to interact with you guys if you're still there when I get to the chat. So that's how it's going to work. And so I look forward to growing my channel. I've had this channel since 2007, but didn't really get serious until about 5 or 6 months ago, and how I was going to build the channel. And actually, in the last 3 months, I went from 45 up to 50. Now I'm up to like close to 70 people. Just taking my time at it, and I can be gone for a few days, and I might get an extra 1 or 2 people come to the channel, and they decide to subscribe. So I don't have to be here really, and I got people subscribing. But I try to come here and ask people to join, to subscribe and like it and hit that bell and all that stuff. So you have an opportunity to just see what it's all about. Anytime you want to unsubscribe, you're welcome to do that. That's your choice. But I'm inviting people to come into my life and enjoy this. And if you have ideas and stuff along the way, things you can suggest or comments that are good, positive comments to say, hey, you're doing a great job, and I like the stunt you're doing, or whatever here, then more power to you, whatever. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want any negative feedback. When I get negative feedback, I'll just shut the chat down and nobody will be able to say anything. I don't want to go that route. I've had people that are really rude come on my channel, and they're kids or something like that. They have no respect for people, and they just come in and start cussing and acting crazy and stuff. And you have to report them, man. You have to report those people. YouTube is right on it, man. They see what's going on. The moderator hops in and they do whatever they got to do to get rid of the people, you know? And I like that about YouTube, you know? And I didn't realize how many moderators are actually there. But you got moderators watching your YouTube videos when you're actually doing them, your live feeds at least. I don't know about anything else, but the live feeds, you got moderators keeping an eye out for you, make sure everything's hunky-dory cool, you know. And I appreciate that. I do. It keeps the bad people out for real. But anyways, I'm so happy because you guys are here. Whoever's here, you come and go. Like I said, as you please. I just ask you to please hit that like button, subscribe button, thumbs up, hit the bell button so you have notification when I have something new that goes up. And I actually have a project in my living room that I started working on. I heard the fireworks out here, but I'm going back in here in the house so you guys can see what I was doing in here, okay? I have a chest of drawers that 2 nights ago I was working on it, and I had a dog. I think my dog actually did it. But see, I told you, it's a nice old house. I love it. But in here, the back chest drawers right here on this side, from the outside pushed in was the backing board on this. There was a hole about 6 inches in diameter. And I'm getting ready to unveil what I did here so you can see. What I did, I took a piece of my paneling out of the other room here, and I made a patch piece to go in here. The whole size of like this area here. It's 7 inches by 23 inches. I just cut a big piece and I glued it in the bottom over here. That's why I got these jugs and got bottles of water in there. For 2 days, it's been sitting here with all that weight on it to glue it down. Some carpenter's wood glue on it right there. That's what I used on it right here. I went to town and bought that, and I don't remember, Ace Hardware or something like that. And then I glued the whole thing in there, and then I took the cut piece, laid it down in there, put all that weight on it. Now I'm going to show you where that was sitting originally. Yeah, that's an old Armour right there. You see that? It's old, antique. It's an old farmhouse. Everything's, I don't say it's a wreck. It's just me trying to get the place straightened out. This is one of the rooms here that it's got solid wood floors and the whole thing. And if you know anything about old houses, they got the bead board in here. That's all bead board. It's solid wood. Okay. Now that dresser, I used to have it on this wall over here, underneath that mirror. And I made some changes. I moved from this room to that room because the air conditioning is 220 volt. When spring started getting hot, I didn't have anywhere in here to put that unit, the air conditioning unit. Everything in here is 110. So I put the air conditioner in there. And I thought, man, I need to move my bedroom over there. So I moved the bedroom out of here, over there. And I love this room here. It's cozy back here. But over there, I'd rather have the air conditioning. So I took everything out of there, put it in the hallway, put it in the dining room, stuffed a lot of stuff in this other room here. Because I was going to actually make this a thrift store in this room. And the room I was just in across the hallway here, where I moved the bedroom to, the plan was to make that a thrift, like turn it into a thrift store. So everything on the property that I want to sell, I want to do it inside the house instead of a yard sale outside. So I figured use the front half of the house for a thrift store, and I just live in this room here while I'm doing that. Well, the plan changed. I'm in that room. Now what I'm going to do, this wall here, believe it or not, it's not a load-bearing wall. See that mirror? Well, this wall is only about that thick, about 2 inches thick at the most. And so I'm going to take this wall out and make this one gigantic room here. And I'm going to arrange everything I was going to put in the thrift store. I'm going to put everything here. And what I'm going to do is shut this door right here. Just block it off completely there. This won't be there. And you'll be able to get in the other door over there and walk around this whole room. And then everything in here, once it's sold, it's gone. That's how it's worked. So I've got shelving, storage shelving. I've got the beds. I got another storage shelf here. Got sliding doors supposed to go in it. I've got a ton of stuff in here that's going to be going in there for sale. And I can't wait because I want to get this hallway cleaned out, the dining room cleaned out, get everything set back up so I have normalcy of some kind again. And this has been, it's hot out here in the hallway right now. It's probably close to 100 degrees in here right now. So as I walk in here, it's like I'm in a igloo. So anyways, the bottom line is, let's unveil this. We're going to take this stuff out now. All right. I just made me some coffee. Boy, that smells good. Let's take this out here. What these are is bottles of bleach, and that one tub I took out was a bunch of old batteries and stuff. Now I've got bottled water here. I got put a lot of bottled water down there last night. Night before last, actually. I did this 2 days ago. 2 nights ago, actually. It was nighttime, about the time it is now, about 10 o'clock at night when I glued this piece in here. You can already see it down in there. See that piece of paneling down in there with the line right there? Right there. Okay. That piece of paneling is a solid wood piece of paneling. And I also have other paneling, like in this room here. This is not solid wood. This is pressed wood. You can tell the difference. If you take this down, it crumbles. If you break on it, it crumbles. This whole room here had that. The stuff I got down in there is actually solid wood, real wood plywood. And this room here, this has real wood plywood here. This room's got the pressed wood plywood. And here is where I got the piece from. Look. See this? And then you look here real close. That's wallpaper, old-time wallpaper. See that? My phone that I'm on right now is, please forgive me, this is the only item I have for right now to get pictures. And sometimes the lens on this thing gets really, the phone's old and the lens is breaking apart on it. And I have to wipe off the dust or whatever is on it from time to time. I'm getting ready to get me a new iPhone as soon as I can put some money toward it. But that room that I just showed you had that paneling out of it. That's where I got this paneling from. Because I'm going to take that wall down anyways. I figured that was a good place to get a piece of patchwork to put in this dresser. Now I don't have a hole in the back of it. And now that's all glued down in there really good. It was a good job. And when I did this video 2 days ago, it's on the site. If you want to go watch that, you can see it when I did it. All right, I'm holding the phone in my hand as I do this, so you're really getting the live video. See there? There's the piece of paneling down in there. All right, but that's all glued down and it's flat, man. Yeehaw. Such a good fix. That's a whole piece of cut paneling down there. Now I'm going to stand this up. I hope this ain't glued to the floor. Oh, let's slide it back here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go. See, that's where the hole was right there. See that? This right here is where the hole was. Now, I don't have to worry about mice getting in this thing. If mice are in the house, And the reason I patched that from the inside instead of the outside was simply because, see, that's Ward Furniture Manufacturing Company right here. Ward Manufacturing Company. That's it's the original back for it. I didn't want to destroy that any more than that hole being there. And you really can look at it, you can barely see a lighter color. That paneling really worked out for that. And now, like I said, I can put the drawers back in it, and I don't have a hole in the back of that no more. Job well done. That was worth it. And you can't tell that much difference in it. I think that's a win-win right there. This thing was my friend's when he was a little kid. He's older than I am. He's almost 70 years old. And actually, this is a little trivia thing. I got this house 4 years ago. When my friend was a teenager, he used to come to this same house. The guy who owned this right here used to come to this house as a kid. And his friend used to be in that room right there. That's where he stayed. His friend stayed there. So he used to come over and go in his friend's room and play all the time. And that was pretty cool. A little trivia. He told me when he came over here one day, he said, man, I used to play in this room over here when I was a little kid. I said, really? He said, yeah, but so-and-so, yeah, that was his room. And I came over here and we played in his room. Spent the night with him and stuff. So anyways, he used to own this when he was a kid too. So probably about the time he was coming over there to his friend's room here, he owned this dresser and his dad had it in his bedroom. But it was painted blue at that time. And since he had it, he painted it green. All right, now I have a matching bed that goes with it, but it's in storage in the back room of the house here. That's why I wanted to fix it so bad. Just so it's repaired enough to where it looks good. And one day I'm going to give it to either back to him to put in his house, or I'm going to give it to one of his grandchildren and let them have it, or his granddaughter have it. But I'm not going to let it out of my sight to give to them. I know they can handle having it, they got a place to put it, but they will probably appreciate it one day, unless I, like I said, give it back to Gary, the guy that had it, and see if he will take it back and put it in his house or something like that, so yeah, it's a good thing. Hang on to people like it's the only heirloom they might end up with because I'm saving it for them. And now it's fixed. I can put the drawers in it. I can clean it up real good. And I think what I'm going to do is find some blue paint and paint it blue for him back the way it originally was. And actually, I'm looking here, it was white at one time. It looks like he had a mirror with it at one time too. But it had been painted blue also. So I'm going to just try to do what I can to fix it up for him a little bit better. And in one of my rooms here until one day I'll give it back to him or one of his grandkids. And that's worth doing it, And it don't cost that much to fix that little thing like that. It didn't cost me but $3 to buy the glue and then cut that piece of paneling and put it in there. It looks good. It actually blends in with it so well you can't hardly tell it's there. So cool. All right, I see one person here, 3 likes. And if whoever's here, would you say who you are? Would you mind saying who you are? Or you just say your first name or something and say where you're from, if you don't mind. Are you, I'll turn the camera around. This is who your host is right here. I'm Justin. And like I said, this is one of the little projects I'm doing here, and I will have more projects to do outside, a lot of stuff inside as I go along. Matter of fact, one of the rooms I was just in over there, I was using it to do some photo shooting in there. And I got to go in there and take that stuff out of there, the ladder and the light and stuff like that. And then I'll take all that apart, and then I'm going to start putting the thrift store stuff in there and arrange everything there, put prices on it, and I'm gonna open that to the public to come in and shop in there. So it's kind of an interesting thing what I'm doing here, but that's just so I can sell stuff and get stuff out of here. And I got a lot of changes that have been taking place in my life, so I want to be ready for the important changes that are ahead in my life. At any minute, I could end up leaving here, you know. So I could end up leaving the location at any given minute, actually, in the future. So I don't know how it's all going to work out, but I got some great things ahead in my life that I'm looking forward to. So I have a lot of work around here. I really want to get done and over with. So I'm not tied to the house here for the unseen future. You know what I mean? So if I'm get it all done and I'm kind of like being loose here, so whenever things might click, then I'm out of here. You know what I mean? To go with the changes in my life. And so that's important. I think everybody needs to be ready for important things in your life, and don't tie yourself down all the way, you know, where you can't go and do what you want to do to enjoy this life. So I would say right now, if you're in the room and you like the video, then please, if you don't mind, then go ahead and click that subscription button. If you don't mind, I appreciate it. I'm going to turn the phone around the other way. I don't really care about my lips talking and my face being the opposite way it really is. I've never been a fan of that. So I'm turning the phone around this way and do it this way. There you go. So anyways, I just did this repair on this cabinet right here. The bottom right there. See that little light area right there? The little circle right there? Put a patch piece inside the drawer there, which is the backing of that, 7 inches by 23 inches. Real wood, old style paneling. It's about, an eighth of an inch thick or less. And I wanted to fix the hole that my dog made. I believe my dog made it looking for a mouse. Cats made it looking for a mouse, and they forced a hole in the back of that. It's not really very durable. Okay, it's very aged. So my dog, though, she's like a mouse dog. Okay, if she smells a mouse or sees a mouse or whatever outside, a mole, she won't stop till she finds the thing. That's just the way she's a little terrier. And believe me, she's a terrier. She's got a mind of her own. She's stubborn, but she's the best dog I've probably ever had. And so she made that hole in there, forced itself between the wall and the back of the unit going after and just pushed on it. And I found all the pieces laying in the bottom. It was pushed from the outside in. So where it was, she had to be the one to do it, strong enough to get back there behind it and nudge her way through there. So that is what I feel like happened. And when I was moving the furniture in there, getting ready to bring this in here, I saw the hole in the back of it. I said, there's no way I'm going to put that in that bedroom in there with a hole in the back of it, because I don't want mice. If there's any stray mice in the house at all, which they would come in on the back porch, because that back porch has got some problems back there until I go back there and fix them. They get in back there, but I got cats that I let in here every once in a while to try to do mouse patrol. My dog does mouse patrol, and it won't take me long to throw 3 cats in here, and there won't be a sign of a mouse in here at all. And then I can fix the hole back there, and everything be back to normal. Okay, it's like Tom and Jerry around here. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead, and now I can take this cabinet. I'm going to put it in this position right over here. So I'll have this cabinet, that chest of drawer, that one over there on that wall, all of it to put clothes in. There's going to be a lot of room for me to put clothes. So none of this stuff is brand new, but I would like to paint these all. I think a light blue color would be awesome, or get a white and paint them all white. That might be cool too. But I'm glad I finally got that done, is my point. That's why I glued up the drawer on it, or the back of it. And so much. It wasn't that hard to do it, but it was something I had to get done. There's a lot of peace of mind in getting it done, okay? So we're going to go out here. I got 5 people in here again. If y'all don't mind, if you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, the button, all that stuff, This is a room that cabinet came out of. This is an old farmhouse that I have had about 4 years. And I had this sheet up here because I was just taking pictures in here. Anyways, this right here is where the cabinet was sitting, and it was close enough to the wall, but not close all the way. The dog, I think, forced her way behind it and made that hole in the back of that cabinet. Well, I moved everything out of here into that other room over there, so I'd have air conditioning. Over there, I've got 220 over there. Over here, I have 110. The 220 air conditioner. It's one of them Alexa air conditioners. Really, and it is one of the best air conditioners I think I've ever owned in my life. That is a good air conditioner, and it's LG. It's one of the Alexa air conditioners, Alexa ready. Y'all ever get a hold of one of them, don't let it go, okay? But if you look here, this is actually where I got the paneling from right here. And this is the old wallpaper. See that old wallpaper there? You're seeing firsthand, this is the wallpaper in this old farmhouse that I have. And it's all underneath there, see? It's all back behind there. Back behind the paneling, see that? So I'm getting ready to take this whole wall down. And what I'm doing, I got the idea in my other hallway over here and in the main room that I have the bedroom in now. This is some good wallpaper here. Anyways, I got the idea to cut out like pieces of this right here and put like 5 by 7 and then 8 by 10, 8 by 10 and a half, or 8 by 11, whatever it is. And cut that and make 3 picture frames out of the same stuff and hang that on the wall as a set in this room here, maybe where it came from. And then each room I could do the same thing, because I'm sure that this room has wallpaper behind it too. Before they put the paneling, they put wallpaper in here. And the hallway's got it. That room, and that blue room has it. I'm sure everything, even the kitchen probably has it, but the hallway here, you can see it over here. See here? That's a different wallpaper, but it's all genuine old wallpaper. See that? It's old, but it's intact. See that? Behind this is actually 1 by 10 vertical, 1 by 10s all the way through this house everywhere. So I don't have any 2 by 4s in the walls. It's very straightforward. A box house. It's built in the early 1900s in Valera, Texas. So there you go. And it's had like 15 or 16 doors in it. Everywhere you look, there's a door. There's two doors in every room. Have a front door, back, and 2 back doors. No, three back doors and one front door. That's right there. There's already 6 doors. 1, 2, and then it was a door, and built a bathroom on the back. That's another door. 1, 2, 3, 4 doors on the back. And then you had the front door, that's 5. Then here, in this room is 7. And you still got the kitchen, has another door in it. Both bedrooms have 2 doors in them. And then there's another room in the very back there, has another door in it. So there's a lot of doors in this house. But they didn't build it they built it so each room you could throw a heater in and keep each room heated individually. That's a wood stove or something in each room. But I love the house. But I realized after 4 years being in it, I see the quirks in it. You can tell this, when you mop this floor in here, the boards are like this right here. There's no sanding them down and getting them down to original. They're so worn from age and stuff that you're better off just using this for insulation subfloor and then putting 3/4 inch plywood or something over top of it, and really that would really beef it up so you had a good solid floor in here and it'd be more insulated. Then you go outside and block it up real good and block off the air from getting underneath of it too well. And then build 2x4 studded walls in here with plywood and house wrap when you put the walls up to it like you're doing it. Then that way the outside, which is there, is just siding basically. And you lean the walls up inside and screw the plywood from here outward. And you'll be all right. It's just the outside walls then are just going to have the 1x12 wood in it and the original siding on it. But I don't mind that. The siding looks pretty good if you get the house level. And then you can still go on that and wrap the outside of that. And you can still put vinyl siding or something on it. So you can transform the whole house for a lot cheaper than you can tear it down and build a brand new house, I believe. That's my opinion, but I have to see the way things go in the future. Sometimes I think just take it apart piece by piece, sell all the lumber, take the profit, and then build a new house the way I want it, you know? And that sometimes works better. Well, I've been going on here, 41 minutes. So this dresser, I just did the repair on. That's the repair area that I did it on. You can see it a little closer there. And inside it, in the back, you can see the paneling in there. That's it. So the repair is done, and I'm done with the video. I just got to get these old bottles out from inside the drawer area. I got some empty bottles in there. And what we're going to do, we're going to get this cabinet turned around, and I'm going to put it in place. Yep. I think I can slide it over there too. That's it. That's a wrap. Thanks y'all for coming. So I got one more person just came in here, so I'm going to go ahead and explain to you what I'm doing here, what I did. 2 nights ago, I had a big hole in the back of this cabinet right there. You can watch this video, and 2 nights ago I did a video on it before I did the repair. I cut a piece of real old, like 1970s solid wood paneling that goes on the walls. I cut a piece out of another room in there. This is like, this room's particle board in here with paper over top of it. The other room's got real wood siding on it. It's all made out of wood with the lines through it. And I cut a piece of that out of a wall that I'm going to be taking down in the other room. It's like a divider wall in there. It ain't no load bearing at all. So I'm going to take that wall down in there because I'm putting a thrift store over there on that side of the house. And so I came up to the idea I could just use a piece of that and put it in here and glue it in the back from the inside, like the back side of the paneling against this wood here. And so I went to town and bought a bottle of Carpenter's wood glue. And I got a piece of the paneling in there, went in there in the other room, cut it the size I wanted it. And then I just cut it to fit the whole size of the opening in there, down there in the back. And so in there you can see the paneling. See the lines in there? That's the paneling. So I cut the paneling, and then I had laid it on the floor, on the back on the floor, all the way. And I took that glue and glued down inside there all real good. And then I took that piece of paneling and laid it down in there flat. And I used all these bottles of water down here on the floor as weight, and a couple of bleach jugs and a vinegar jug and a little barrel down there with some batteries in it. And I had all that stacked in there, and all that for 2 days, and just kept pushing down on there. And that glue pushed that down all the way there. The glue was just rock tight on it now, and it sealed that hole up real good after I did all that. And I just left it there for 2 days sitting there. Wasn't in my way. And I just decided to go ahead and do the video, bringing it, getting everything out of there tonight. So I did a video when I did it, when I fixed it, and then a video taking it, all that stuff out of here. And now I'm getting ready to put it over here against this wall so I can use it. The reason I repaired the hole, because there were mice going inside of the bottom drawer. I didn't even know it. And my dog apparently had went in there behind this thing, or the cats did. One of them pushed the hole in the back of that, trying to get to the mice. And it pushed all the broken pieces in there to the bottom. When I pulled that drawer out, all the pieces were laying underneath the drawer. And I said, wow, this is okay. Looky here. So somewhere around here I have the stack of old pieces. And I was originally thinking I glue them back together like a puzzle and try to put them in there. But then I thought, well, no, wait a minute. I might have something around here that'll work to just do a big patch on it. So I decided to cut a whole big piece of paneling and do the patch with it. And it worked out fine. It worked out great. And that's why I did it. And this thing used to belong to a friend when he was a kid, and he's like 8 to 10 years older than I am. And his buddy used to live in this house when they were teenagers. He used to come to the house to play with his buddy here. And I ended up owning the house, and this used to belong to him. But this used to be in Coleman, Texas. He gave it to his granddaughter. His granddaughter didn't want it anymore, and she passed it to me. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to put it in a room in one of my house, or one of the rooms in my house. I'll put a bedroom sitting there. I've got the bed that goes to this, and I got this. So eventually, I'm hoping to get it back to her where she'll appreciate it. Kids don't think about heirlooms nowadays like they used to, but whenever you're missing the person who was a rock in your life or something, one day you do look back and say, I wish I had that dresser back, when she realizes that it used to belong to her papa, So I'm putting it right there. It finally in its new home right there. And I put all the drawers in it now, redo everything, put all my clothes in it, clean it up real good. And I'll probably end up repainting this, and that one over there. It's all matched, the same color. And that's it. There you got the whole story. I hope you enjoyed it. Try to get the screen lit up. It's kind of dark for me here. My battery's going low. So thank you everybody for coming in here. Hit that like button and the subscription button, and come on back anytime you feel like it. God bless you, and God bless America. This is July 4th, 2026, the 250th anniversary of America independence. God bless everybody. Bye.